In a charming little cottage nestled at the edge of a sunlit meadow, there lived a young girl named Emma. Emma was the proud owner of a collection of teddy bears, each with its own unique personality and charm. But there was one bear she treasured above all others, a soft and cuddly bear named Teddy. Emma and Teddy were inseparable companions. They went on adventures together, read books side by side, and shared secrets that only teddy bears could understand. Teddy was not just a stuffed toy, he was Emma's confidant and her dearest friend. One sunny afternoon, Emma decided to surprise Teddy with something special, a tea party. She carefully arranged a small table in the garden, complete with a lace tablecloth, dainty teacups, and a teapot filled with fragrant chamomile tea. It was the perfect setting for a teddy bear's tea party. With a twinkle in her eye, Emma gathered her teddy bears from their various perches around the cottage and invited them to the tea party. There was Fluffy, the bear with the softest fur, Mr. Bowtie, the bear who always looked dapper, and Sunshine, the bear with a perpetually sunny disposition. Emma sat Teddy in the seat of honor at the head of the table, and the other bears took their places with great decorum. Emma poured tea for each bear, being careful not to spill a drop. She even served tiny sandwiches and biscuits on delicate plates. As the tea party began, Emma animatedly chatted with her furry guests. She poured tea for each bear, using her best manners, and pretended to sip her own tea as if it were the most delicious brew in the world. The teddy bears, though silent, seemed to respond with nods and smiles. The tea party continued with great enthusiasm. Emma told stories, sang songs, and even held a pretend dance, twirling her bears in a circle as they waltzed across the garden. The joy and laughter were palpable, and Emma couldn't have been happier. But just as the party was in full swing, a cloud drifted over the sun, casting a shadow over the garden. Emma noticed the change in the weather and looked at her teddy bears, concerned that they might get wet. With quick thinking, she gathered her beloved bears and rushed them indoors to safety. She placed each bear back in their designated spot, ensuring they were warm and dry. Teddy, of course, returned to his special place on her bed. As Emma glanced at Teddy, she realized something magical. The tea party might have ended, but the love and laughter she shared with Teddy and her other bears would never fade. Every day could be a special day with her cherished friends, and the bond between them was a treasure that would last a lifetime. And so, in the cozy cottage at the edge of the meadow, Emma continued to have tea parties with her teddy bears. Whether in the garden, by the fire, or under the stars, each gathering was a reminder that the love between a child and her teddy bear was a bond that could bring warmth and happiness, no matter the weather or the time of day. But the love between Emma and Teddy, and the magic of their tea parties, lived on, a testament to the enduring joy of childhood friendships and the simple pleasures that filled their hearts with happiness. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Emma's teddy bear tea parties became a beloved tradition in her cottage. She would often invite her friends from the neighborhood, and even her grandmother would join in, bringing her own cherished teddy bear, Old Betsy. One sunny afternoon, as Emma was setting up the garden for another tea party, she noticed a small, lost kitten wandering near the cottage. The kitten looked hungry and lonely, and Emma couldn't bear to see it in distress. She gently scooped up the kitten and brought it inside, where she offered it a saucer of milk and a warm blanket. To her delight, the kitten purred with contentment and curled up beside Teddy on Emma's bed. It seemed that Teddy had a new friend, and Emma decided to name the kitten Whiskers. As the days passed, Whiskers became a part of Emma's teddy bear tea parties. She would sit beside Teddy, occasionally batting at the teacups or playfully swatting at the biscuits. The teddy bears didn't seem to mind their feline guest. They welcomed Whiskers with open paws. Emma's tea parties became even more lively and joyful with Whiskers' antics. She would chase after imaginary butterflies, pounce on invisible prey, and engage in playful antics that made everyone laugh. Whiskers had brought a new kind of magic to the gatherings. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the garden was bathed in the soft glow of lanterns, Emma looked around at her cherished friends, Teddy, Fluffy, Mr. Bowtie, Sunshine, and now Whiskers, and realized that her cottage was filled with love and laughter. It was in that moment that Emma understood that the true magic of her tea parties was not just the imaginary adventures or the delicious pretend tea. It was the joy of being surrounded by the ones she loved, whether they were made of plush fabric or covered in fur. As the years passed, Emma's tea parties continued, and new teddy bears joined her collection. But it was the memory of those early tea parties with Teddy and the addition of Whiskers that remained the most cherished of all. And so, in the cozy cottage at the edge of the meadow, Emma's teddy bear tea parties became a testament to the enduring power of love and friendship. It was a reminder that the most magical moments in life were not always the grandest, but the simplest, filled with laughter, love, and the joy of being together. But the love between Emma, Teddy, Whiskers, and her other cherished friends lived on, a testament to the enduring joy of childhood friendships and the simple pleasures that filled their hearts with happiness. As the years went by, Emma's teddy bear tea parties became even more special. The cottage in the meadow had seen many changes, but one thing remained constant: Emma's love for her teddy bears and her deep bond with Teddy. Emma and Teddy had grown older together, but their friendship was as strong as ever. They had weathered storms, shared countless stories, and created memories that would last a lifetime. Teddy, with his well-loved fur and comforting presence, was Emma's steadfast companion through both good times and bad. One summer, Emma received an invitation to a tea party at her friend Mia's house. It was a grand event with fancy dresses, delicate porcelain teacups, and a variety of scrumptious treats. Emma was excited to attend but couldn't help feeling a twinge of nostalgia for her own teddy bear tea parties. On the day of the tea party, Emma donned her prettiest dress and carefully brushed Teddy's fur. She decided to bring Teddy along, tucked safely under her arm. Mia was surprised but delighted to see Teddy, and she welcomed him to the tea party with a warm smile. As the tea party began, with little girls sipping tea and munching on treats, Emma noticed that Teddy was not the only teddy bear present. Mia had her own collection of teddy bears, each with its own unique personality. There was Sir Snuggles, Lady Rosie, and even a mischievous bear named Jumping Jack. The tea party turned into a joyful gathering of friends, both human and teddy. Emma and Mia shared stories about their beloved bears, the adventures they had imagined together, and the secrets they had whispered into furry ears. Then, something magical happened. Teddy, Sir Snuggles, Lady Rosie, and Jumping Jack came to life in the imaginations of the girls. The once stuffed animals became lively participants in a grand adventure. They danced on the tabletop, climbed sugar cube mountains, and rode teacup Ferris wheels. As the tea party continued, Emma realized that the magic of teddy bears was not limited to one person or one cottage. It was a magic that could be shared with friends, old and new. The bond between a child and their teddy bear was a universal language of love and imagination. When the tea party came to an end, Emma and Mia hugged their teddy bears close and promised to have more tea parties together. They knew that the love for their furry friends would always bring them joy and laughter. From that day forward, Emma and Mia held joint teddy bear tea parties, inviting all their teddy bears to join in the fun. The cottage in the meadow became a place of friendship and magic, where teddy bears from different homes came together to celebrate the joy of companionship. And so, in the charming cottage at the edge of the meadow, Emma's teddy bear tea parties continue to be a testament to the enduring power of love, imagination, and the bonds of friendship. The end. But the love between Emma, Teddy, and her friends, and the magic of their tea parties, lived on, a reminder that the joy of childhood and the wonder of teddy bears were meant to be shared and celebrated with the ones you hold dear.